drift away.
What's up, everybody? DJ's Numismatics back again with another bill hunt and coin search. So I was forced today to pick up some bills because my bank didn't have enough to give me. So I got $380 in $1 bills here. Let me get them out of the way. We'll start with those once I get started. And 100 in circulated quarters and nickels. And as you can see, we'll start out with a find already. Not sure the year, we'll find out when we get into it, but we got a Canadian foreign in the roll. So, with that being said, let's start with the $80 stack and see if we can find some interesting bills. Well, I searched the first $80 and came across two kind of interesting. 1974, there's nothing fancy about it, but it's an older bill and I like to pull them out just to show them off, because compared to some of the 2013s and 17s I see, that thing's in pretty good shape yet. And then we got a star note from 2013, and it's the B run. But I checked, of course, over here, you can see the FW. It's a Fort Worth bill, not a Washington. Anytime you come across your 2013s, B runs, you want to check them to see if they're a Washington bill, to see if they're one of the duplicate notes. So, nothing fancy. We'll throw them back. It wasn't a rare note either, so let's search the next $100. Well, the second stack only got me a binary, and I just saw Silver Life a trinary note. I think it was 60333330, and now we got a 11313331. Pretty cool. I wish it was in better shape. I'd send it down to him, but pretty cool nonetheless. So let's move on to the next 100. We're on that second stack of hundreds, and this is a 2009 bill. But if you look at it, I sure wish this 5 and 0 would have been in the opposite direction, because that would have been a 7105. 5017. I do believe that would have been a reverse repeater. Pretty neat. Well, we finished with that last 100, and we got one star note, and it is a 2017 series 023765359. It's not rare. The only cool thing about it is it only came from a 3.2 million run, and that was it. And of course, I do believe that would have been a radar reading or something of that nature, but it's going back into circulation. Same with this one. So let's search another 100. Well, that last 100 didn't turn out nothing, so let's go ahead and start with this roll that's been broke open. I dropped it at the bank with a Canadian Ender. Let's go ahead and open it right now, and we'll see what kind of Canadian Ender we got. And looking like a 1994. Alright, let me put this roll back together and go through them. Same roll as that Canadian, and we got a 1942. Pretty crusty looking, but it's just the transitional out of Philadelphia. Second roll of nickels, and we've got find a number 3, and that is a 1954 out of Denver. Roll 4, and we'll have find 4, and that is a 1958 out of Denver. Same roll, and we've got a 1953 out of Denver. Roll 6, and we're going to have another 40s nickel. And that's in 1941. Out of Philly. Roll 7, and we're going to have our second 4 into the box. Or hunt, I should say. And that's a 1998 Canadian. Same roll, and we've got a 59 out of Denver. Well, I didn't find nothing in those last couple rolls, so not bad for 10 rolls. Got 4 from the 50s, 2 from the 40s, and I lost 10 cents in Canadians, so all in all, not too bad on nickels. So let's just go ahead and see if we can't get more lucky in the quarters. See you when I find my first find. First roll quarters, and I got a Georgia Cumberland Islands that you can see right here. Has got a large die chip on the wing. I found a few like this, but if you also look down here, I thought it was a scratch at first, but under the scope you can see, I do believe it's feeder finger damage. Possibly. I'll show you real quick. Under the scope. As you can see, there's the die chip on the wing. It's a fairly good size one. Usually it's just a small die crack right there. And then down here, I'll have to put it under the loop. I think it might be a scratch, but I think it might also be, as you can see a few over here too, feeder finger damage, and that's just the feeders that load the coins into the dies, scratch across the die and leaves their marks on the die. So I'll probably keep this one and pull it aside. I just cracked open roll number 8, and hopefully this time it's not a Canadian. Nope, I got silver in a roll. That's a first for me from a bank. That's a 64 out of Denver. Awesome. Now I wish I could have got the rest of this box from the bank, because there may have been more. Let me go ahead and finish up these last couple rolls. Well, I finished off those last rolls and didn't find nothing else. I did find 6 more bicentennials to add to my bicentennial collection of quarters. We came across that 2018 Cumberland Island with a nice die chip on it there. And this is why I film all my hunts nowadays, because you guys got to join me in finding my first ever silver quarter in a bankroll. So, thank you for joining me. Like always, I'll post a link right up here for my eBay page. Check out my site, I got a lot of good deals on there. If you need any kind of RPMs or anything like that, I post a lot of those on there for reasonable prices. So, hopefully you're warming up like we have today. We're past 0 here. Until next time, stay safe, stay warm, and happy hunting.